Yo, what's going on, guys? Emswell here, and today I'll be talking about where Gracie is in Animal Crossing New Horizons. So, for starters, let's first talk about who Gracie was and what role she played in the Animal Crossing series. So, Gracie worked at her designer shop, Gracie Grace, which was introduced in Animal Crossing City Folk, although Gracie herself was introduced a little before that in the GameCube Animal Crossing. She worked alongside LaBelle, now known as Label, who is one of the Able sisters. Label now visits the plaza in Animal Crossing New Horizons, and she can give you coupons to use at the Able Sisters store, although she doesn't actually work there. They work together, and boy, let me tell you, their prices were expensive. I went there recently, and I cannot afford anything. So, if you had a ton of bells, unlike me, this was a dream store for you. And this store was like no other. No other store had prices like Gracie. And I'm not saying that it was 10 million bells for a chair, but the prices were more than you think. For example, a bed was 300,000 bells, and that was just one piece of a set. You'd have to pay a fortune in order to afford everything. I think that Gracie and her shop would be a great addition to the game, but where is she? That's what we'll be finding out today, so without further ado, let's jump right into where is Gracie in Animal Crossing New Horizons. So first, let's go into more detail about who Gracie is. Gracie is a giraffe fashion designer within the Animal Crossing series and was introduced in the first Animal Crossing game, as I mentioned earlier. We've seen Gracie in all the games except for New Horizons, and in Animal Crossing, GameCube, and Wild World, Gracie will appear on a random weekday with her car. In GameCube, you must wash her car by spamming A, and if you clean the car well, aka spamming A fast enough, you would get a normal shirt, but if the car was sparkling clean, so shiny, you would get a Gracie branded shirt. It was not until Animal Crossing City Folk that Gracie opened her own shop, named Gracie Grace in the city, along with the other shops. She had LaBelle also work with her at that shop, but like I mentioned, prices run high at this shop. In Animal Crossing New Leaf, after you've upgraded Timmy and Tommy's store to the TIY, which is the upgraded version, and have spent 70,000 bells or more there, Gracie will begin visiting the plaza on random days. She may appear rarely for some players, making it harder to get the TNT Emporium, which is the next upgrade to the shop. Gracie expresses her interest to open a shop, but she has to make sure that the villagers meet her fashion standards. In order to do so, Gracie plays LaBelle's role in New Horizons, except in New Leaf. She gives the player a theme, and you have to go dress up, although it is a bit more strict. Once the TNT Emporium is built, Gracie's shop can be found on the 3rd floor. New Horizons would come next, but where is she in New Horizons? Now, I do have a few answers as to where she may be in Animal Crossing New Horizons, and we can see more details coming later this year. So my first guess as to where she is, I would probably say that she is going to be coming as we get more Nook's Cranny upgrades. I think that we are way past due for an upgrade to Nook's Cranny, and as we continue to get more floors and levels in that shop, considering Gracie was on the 3rd floor of the TNT Emporium, we could see her being in the exact same place in New Horizons. That is, once we get a 3rd floor. Hopefully we see an awesome Nook's Cranny upgrade soon. I've spent way too many bells there to not have earned the upgraded version of the shop. Whatever the case is, I think that we can see the upgraded shop this year for New Horizons. I would not doubt that at all. We have all of 2021 to see this update, and I see it coming sooner than later. Now that we've talked about Gracie, we've talked about her shop, and we've talked about where we could see her, now let's talk about when we could see her in Animal Crossing New Horizons. So honestly, like I had said, I see it coming sooner than later, and I definitely see Gracie coming sometime around August would be great. Probably not any sooner than that though. It would definitely be afterwards, considering that Tortimer Island is another possibility, and they want to roll that around the same time period. Gracie would be an awesome character, and I'm sure that she would be loved by New Horizons newcomers that have not seen her yet, or have not heard of her. And for those just now hearing about Gracie, let me tell you, she's awesome. Anyways, guys, that's going to wrap up the video for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe. I post Animal Crossing content every single day. And like the video if this helps you guys out. Comment down below the word LaBelle, and we'll confuse everyone who did not stick around the entire video. Also, let me know if you have any of the older Animal Crossing games and have seen Gracie. I'll be reading all the comments. Love you guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
I cut her off when I say that we're done, but I say that we're done every day. Don't want me back, but you're keeping me rough. Can you tell me what you want from me? You was so 50, is you really with me? Cause I can be gone in a day. What do you want from me? What do you want from me?